First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the time and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Okay? This time and this season is not referring to the temperature, the weather outside, or the part of the season we're in. Like as of right now would be winter. No, this is the season, the temperature of the altitude of the mentality of man that walked this earth, the temperature of the time that we was born, that we would be in, the season that we would be in when it was the time for our return of our salvation, Yahweh Shai. Okay? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Basmiel Shai cometh as a thief in the night. Okay? So we've been given warning. However, we don't have a date. There is no calendar marked out. There is no secret stash with this information. Okay? Even Yahweh Shai himself is waiting for Yahweh to point that finger and say, go with the host of angels. Okay? For when they shall say peace and safety. Now, who is they? The wicked, okay? Starting with the elite, the set up, all right? But through his puppets, okay? And such one that I'm gonna be talking about today, all right? Going into death. When they shall say peace and safety, all right? The forked tongue serpent, then suddenly destruction cometh upon them, okay? As travail upon a woman with child. And as that travail is that woman having those birth pains about to have to give birth to that child, and what those contractions increase and increase and increase along with the pain. And they shall not escape, okay? And they shall not escape the wrath and judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right? Once again, the plagues are sent out. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders to prophesize and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan, and this will be titled Worse Than Bonnie and Clyde. Okay? This duo right here, all right, was historically known in the United States of America during the Great Depression for robbing, murder, kidnap, you name it. Let's get it. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Burrow were Americans outlaws and lovers who were shot and killed by police in 1934. They were known for their bank robberies and murders during the Great Depression, okay? And so they went on to be folk legends, and they called bodies. And once again, here's a little highlight of them, okay? They robbed banks, small stores, and gas stations. They were wanted for murder, robbery, and kidnapping. They were known for their bold robberies that made headlines across the country. Okay? So they went on, all right? They were the subject of a 1967 film starring Warren Beatty. Okay? The film was honored by the American Film Institute. Okay? So once again, for portraying the qualities, the traits of their forefather Esau, Edom, you know, they became iconic. Well, the couple that I'm about to introduce to you far surpassed them, okay, and in bodies you can't measure. Matter of fact, right here it says that Salakia, They are believed to have murdered at least 9 police officers and 4 civilians. Well, I read the body count was a lot higher than that, but once again, they belong nowhere in the. That's like somebody with $1 million trying to be on the Forbes list. Okay, that's the difference of the spectrum that I'm about to explain. Why I named this worse than Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, because if they're iconic, just be happy that we won't be around Adawan Ratazar to witness what the history books say about this next couple, okay? Before I get to them, this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan shall get an advantage of us. Who is us? The hopeful election, starting with the 1/3 of Yasharala, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, okay, including you speckled birds that look like the other nations, but your father's heritage, his seed goes directly up back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? And Jacob's 12 sons, all right? Not Dinah, the sister, but Jacob's 12 sons, the progenitors of Yasharala, okay? The 1/3 starting at the 144,000, okay? Lest Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, okay? Now, here we go. Here's one of the major devices of Satan right now in today's modern day. If you thought the Bible was still an ancient book and you're not aware that you're living in the Bible in this day, we're in biblical times, hey, I don't know what to awake you. Look at this right here. This couple by far is they have deleted way more. They have committed way more crimes to humanity, not to spiritual Babylon alone, but to humanity than Bonnie and Clyde could ever be, okay? All right, this is Christine Gordy. She is the head of the NIH bioethics. Bioethics, get that, okay? Ethics, all right? Which is supposed to stand for integrity, correct? They are the company that approves drugs, pharmacias, okay? The real drug dealers wear suits, wear 3-piece suits, okay? They're the wolves dressed in sheathing clothes, all right? Once again, with the forked tongues, the deceivers. They are the company that approves drugs for the FDA, okay? And what is the FDA? Which administrates the drugs, the 90% of the drugs that go into the world's, well, into the United States of America's body, okay? That's being consumed, all right? This is her husband, whom, take a looky there. Where is that face familiar from? All right? Are you starting to get it? Are you starting to get it? All right, this is one of Satan's devices, okay? Having the power to use the media, having the power to use the stroke of the pen. All right, now let's do our search. Hold on. Before we go there, we're going to go to the book of Obadiah and see what Yahweh Shema Shah got to say. Obadiah 1:6. How are thy things of Esau? Once again, if you don't know, that's a black and white picture, and they're not even white. Okay, even Bonnie and Clyde are not white in the black and white picture. You see the white cuffs, you see the white shirt, you see the white letters. But in today, in clear vision, what's white about them? They're red. Okay, they're the deceivers. All right. How are thy things of Esau searched out? Okay. How are his hidden things sought up? Okay, because today is the time that Yahweh Bashem Shai has unveiled these bastards, and let us see their wickedness in plain sight, and let's get it. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and 2. Red letter, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Okay, we're in that time. All right, once again, this is the season you could say that Paul was speaking of. Okay, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in the dark shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closet shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. How is it being proclaimed? Because Yahweh Bashmiel Shai has set up once again those brothers who have no need to be written to, because we've been given the awareness. All right, we've been set up on our watchtowers. All right, then what do after we set up on this watchtower? We report. Okay, we give report of what we've seen and what we witnessed, and who's um, providing this. Yahweh Bashmel Shah through the Rekakwadash. Okay, it's His will that we do this. This is not no self-appointed job. All right. So once again, it shall be proclaimed upon the housetops, okay? And it's more than the prophets just putting it out there. He's pouring his spirit amongst our men. He's even, once again, causing them to follow up upon their own tongue and wickedness, okay? So now, let's get it. I got more than a picture for you. There she is, Christine Gordy. Okay, Christine Gordy, born 1951, an American nurse and bioethics who served as the head of the Department of the Bioethics at the National Institution of Health Clinical Center. Okay? So all of that sounds innocent and appropriate, right? Bioethics. Once again, ethics stands for something on the lines of, you would say, damn, what's that word? I brought it up. Well, morals, okay? They even use that word later on in here. Okay, so yada, yada, yada. Okay, awards, National Institution of Health CEO Award. Now remember, we read over here, okay? They are the company that approves drugs for the FDA, okay? And they always seem to win awards for doing things like that. Hell, she could have a Nobel Peace Award, okay? So bioethics, right? Now, before I move forward, no, we're gonna get this first. Career. Gordy has worked in nursing, clinical research, and clinical care with a specialization in HIV too. Now, peep this out. Oh, her husband? Oh yeah, that guy, he also had his hand in HIV research. I wonder how that went. Okay? Especially amongst you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. And I'm not making anything up. Hey, you could do your research. The receipts are out here, okay? She has she was a commissioner on the Presidential Commissions for the Study of Biological Issues from issues from 2010 to 2017. So, okay, that's just pretty much repeating everything. Now, before I move on, I want to get this, okay? Bioethics is both the field of and study and professional practice, okay? Both a field of study and professional practice. So you studied and then you apply it, okay? Interested in ethical issues. Ethical, okay? There's that word again. All right. Related to health, primarily focused on human, but also increasingly includes animal ethics. I bet you do. Okay, and see how ethical they are to the animals that they get their hands on. Okay, now okay, hold on, including those emerging from advanced and biological medicine and technology. The purpose, the discussion about morale. See, there's that word. That's where they cover up everything with talk, but not action. With morale, discernment, and security, what decisions are good or bad, and why. Okay. So, all right, they had the say so. They had the final say so over all these matters. Okay. And it is often related to medical policy and practice. What did I just say? See, because what Job said, because the power is in their hands, okay? But also the broader questions, as environment, well-being, and public health. Bioethics is concerned with the ethical questions that arise in the relationship amongst life science, biotechnology, medicine, politics, laws, technology, and physiologically. It includes the study of values relating to primary care, other branches of medicine, the ethics of the ordinary, ethical educational, and science, animals, and environmental ethics, and public health. Okay, so pretty much this part right here, where it was breaking down, um, bioethics is concerned with the ethical questions that arise in the relations amongst life science, biotechnology, medicine, uh, political, politics, law, technology, and okay, so that part right there lets you know that these people, she had her hand in everything. Now, okay, with that being said, we're gonna go back to her. Look at this. So we went through her career, right? Personal life. Gordy is married to Anthony Fauci, an American like, come on now, immune immune immunologist. I had this word down. Immunologist and former head of the National Institution of Allergy and Infection Disease. Okay, and that word that I'm stumbling over, immunologist, basically is the study of your immune system. And it's not just a study, but it's the study and practice of your immune system. Once again, what he was doing in those labs. Okay, so he has access to any measurement of former kids that he wants. Why? Directly at the hand of his wife and her authority. He doesn't have to go through red tape. Okay, he's sleeping right with the partner, not with the enemy, with our enemy, but with his partner. Okay, So once again, I can't stress that he had all of that access, and this is the man we know due to history, the CV-19, who told you how far to stand, what to cover your face with, when you could go out, when you could not go out. He was given this authority. At least he was a puppet put in a to position to call on these tyrannical measures, okay? This draconian measure. He's part of the system, the beast system, okay? And so is she. There's hand in hand. Once again, there's no coincidence that they're married. Come on. That's not a coincidence at all. And once again, his hand was dabbled in amongst a lot of these plagues going back all the way to the early 80s. So she was too. I mean, come on. Well, HIV too. Come on, man. Back on here. This is the book of Psalms 58 and 2. Ye in your heart, you work wickedness. You weigh violence of your hands in the earth. Okay? And that's throughout the earth. And that's exactly what they did. And hey, it's only gonna increase. That was just the beginning. All right. That C hip, it caused a lot of devastation, okay? Way more than that actual problem that was supposed to lead on that as being the cure, okay? If you keeping up with my speech, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, never the truth in them. So once again, remember that was the person who stood up on that stage over and over. And you should know the discussion acts that they did, that they took place in, and the gatherings they took place while we was being told to stay in the house. Okay, while they was putting businesses under, small businesses, and your everyday common person is depending on their way of living, working, and then making us trying to squeeze us down to this what did the with say Klaus Schwab's, you will own nothing and love it. Yeah, those measurements. Okay, those people. All right, nothing. Okay, when they told you to take the jumper, the jabber, and he took a fake one. How do I know? Because he came back and confessed to being sore in the wrong arm. Okay, once again, he causes them to fall upon their own tongues. All right, this is the book of Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, physicians of no value, for For ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. All right. And once again, this is something that the elder Malcolm from Chicago always points out and points out to us. Pseudoscience, okay, is a term used to describe a field or study that claims to be scientific but does not meet scientific standards. And he even admitted that they was learning as they went along. So they never had proof of anything, but they came up with these snake oils to almost damn near permanently force on people. Okay, now I didn't take one. I'm not having to this day. So it never was actually forced, but the threat was there to alter a man's life. Okay, meaning that if a lot of people did not cooperate with it, you know, they felt like that was their livelihood. Now, once again, that's shame on them for not being with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not having that type of mentality. Because if, once again, if you're seeing the time we in, if you have that fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, then you have that faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to withstand that type of temptation. Okay. So yeah, that's that pseudoscience that they ran, and they still, that's the same play they're going to continue to run. Pseudoscience, not come with faith, not come with truth, but move the marker, as you say, move the football marker from 100 yards to whatever to stop you from succeeding from scoring. Okay, to make it where we're never wrong, we're right. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the book of Proverbs. Salakia. This is the book of Psalms 64 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. This is King David speaking. Hear my voice, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. In my prayers, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Okay, so we have enemies. This ain't no all come together and kumbaya. No, and these enemies are divided off amongst the heathen into nations, starting with Edom. Okay, the main adversary of who? Of Jacob. Yasharella, he Prince of Power. You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, once again, including you speckled birds. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, okay? And you best believe that duo I just showed you, they are set up by that council, okay? And they're a part of it, but they're set up by them. Okay, they're not this independent people out here. Bill Gates is not just independently out here pulling out his strings and doing what he's doing with his proportion of money. No, other people would shut him down that did not agree with him, but they don't. Okay, because they're called aiding and abetting. All right, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Once again, why hasn't this man been brought on any charges? All right, they glorified Bonnie and Clyde, but hey, they did shoot their ass down. They've had this man on different stages in front of different cameras, and yet he's yet to take a charge for his heinous that he did to the world. Okay, not once again, not just spiritual Babylon. His influence went to the world. Okay, from all right. So once again, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrections of the works of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay, that draconian speak. Once again, lockdown speak. That hey, that's that lockdown speak is coming back again too. All right, taking your livelihood from you, like pulling it out like a rug from underneath your carpet. And this time, when they come with those martial law draconian measurements over here in the United States of America, you really gonna feel the pressure. Okay. 4, Psalms 64 and 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Okay, and that's the hopeful election. All right, starting Salakia, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Okay, why? Because they're not in trouble like other men so far, because they've had control of all of this. All right, they're in control, and then they're set up to think that it will never be taken from them. All right, this power, all right, to do this wickedness. All right, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune with lying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see them?" All right. They search out iniquity and accomplish a diligent search. Do you understand that? That's them labs that he was tucked off in, trying to blame the CV-19 on some just miraculous act of feat with people at some market and some bat and yada yada yada. Okay, yeah, the market, all right, was inside your laboratory, my guy. Okay, they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart, their mind is deep. Okay, that's right, every one of them, man, wife, you name it, wicked. All right. So That's just the warrant of who you dealing with. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. Remember, he's going to put an end to their enterprise. Okay? He's not going to let them succeed in this. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Now, if you had eyes to see, you should have seen when Fauci went on that interview and said that the wrong arm was sore from taking that jabber. Then maybe that means he didn't actually take the jabber, okay? Or maybe he's not qualified to be doing his job if you make a mistake like that. All right, for real. But we're gonna wrap this up with the book of Proverbs. Because, it's warning throughout this whole scriptures. At 18. Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of Yahweh Bashem Shai is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. Okay, and that's all we have. That's my warning. Because once again, I named this worse than Bonnie and Clyde. And this is what's being unleashed right now on spiritual Babylon in the world. And if you thought that C-19 was something they've already told you is going to be turned up this next time around, and you see we're in the gates of World War III. We're in the midst of World War III. We're in the gates of Jacob's trouble. So bring it on, okay? And with that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.